What's up, fam? Your boy's back. We're back in it. I have to lay down the law a little bit. So today, what I want to do is recap almost the purpose of Primal AF and where it's heading, why it's important. But thank you. It's been a while. I got some cool things coming up. Racing. Having a weekend over in Charlotte at the end of May. And let's see. We got a big one in West Virginia. There's a bunch of primals coming out of West Virginia. Matt Roberts is making a showing. He is the one that got me started on the primal journey. Let's see, heading over and having a weekend, another primal weekend up in Boston with Jack Coates. So I'll post some of that stuff, but let's get into it, because where we're at now and where we used to be, it's just different. And depending on where you are in your journey, if you just started or you're in it for a while, it's different. Like, there's a moment in, I know, my life where success, it just started to feel off, lack of alignment. It's just flat. And it's not because I was lost, but, you know, we carry a lot. I mean, especially men, is, you know, we've got our house, we got our kids, we're over 30. We have our jobs, and just kind of feel maybe restless. So I'm like, is this a midlife crisis? I mean, is it kind of early? I'm 42. But I think it's more a psychological reality. It's like our bodies were designed for more. And we know it because if you don't keep anybody growing and moving, then, I mean, we're gonna just get depressed if we're just sitting around. We need a purpose. Our bodies were designed primarily to hunt, move, protect, create, adapt. So when those instincts go silent, I mean, we could lose some skill. And I think this whole movement is just about keeping that. Like, even Harvard and Stanford, they show what ancient hunters and gatherers and warriors knew intuitively. It's testosterone declines when movement and challenges and risks, if they're removed. And here in the modern age, we're full of easy comforts. And I think Gary Breck I think he at least coined it on saying aging is the constant pursuit of comfort. So what we have here is, yes, there's fitness that is aligned with Primal, but Primal AF is not a fitness program. It's not a nutrition program. It is a lifestyle that we embody. Think of it more as a rebellion, and you're seeing it now. They're taking out more and more processed things. But the consistency is, for Primal AF, it's more modernized for people who lead families, and they just lead other people, and they want to impact others. So if you want to just skip to the end, TLDR, you were built for open things, cold plunges, hill sprints, presence with fam. And how about we just build a lifestyle around it? So there's going to be 8 primal laws that Mark Sisson came up with, and these are a little bit more modernized, but there's 8. And the first one is moving with purpose, and essentially leading with presence. So one is move with purpose. And I'll tell you, some of my favorite times in the day is really walking my boys to school because I'm, well, one, barefoot. I think some people recognize that. And it's a cool like one-on-one time, and it's consistent and it's every day, and sometimes there's silence, and sometimes we talk about funny things, sometimes we talk about a struggle, but there's no phone, there's no plan, it's just movement. Oh, and mostly there's like a dog or two. We got Jacob the Juice, and sometimes Jazzy comes along. And it's not just about the bonding. I mean, there's neural attunement. So when we move with purpose, our brain floods with dopamine and norepinephrine, and sometimes we don't know what it means, and sometimes it feels good, sometimes it feels bad. But these chemicals are tied to connection and learning and leadership. And I think it's just all important for us to just have a purpose. I think that's number one. And it starts with movement. So number two is lift something heavy, both physical and emotional. So when we're in the house of gains behind me, or we're outside running, yeah, we're chasing after something hard, or we have intuitive built training sessions where you don't just crush it every single day. It's not like a hard ass exercise and training session where you just leave crawling every day. I mean, that's how I got injured at first. It's about consistency, but also making yourself uncomfortable. I mean, because we could throw on 2 plates and lift the visible, but sometimes what you're doing in the training is helping you outside of training and lifting the invisible, like the responsibilities, the partnerships that you have, the fatherhood. I mean, again, having a deep purpose rooted here helps streamline other choices throughout the day, especially if we're looking for gains and getting better. That means we have to say no to a lot. So if I wanted to have a good training session tomorrow, I have to say no to just poisonous foods and alcohol and things that wouldn't serve me. At the same time, those same disciplines I could carry on into trying to be the best father I can, trying to be the best husband that I can, trying to be the best leader in and out of the community at work. Also, cool thing is look a little bit better at the beach with your shirt off. All right, number three. This is a pretty cool one, and it's more in line with what I love about Primal AF. It's like playing. When's the last time you sprinted at anything or from something? Like, think about it. We could go hard, but we also have to have some strategies to know when. So, sprinting once a week can help boost metabolism, can drive up testosterone, all of these good things just from a quick sprint session, 3 to 5 minutes in between. Make sure that you're recovering all the way. You rest, you train, recover. So it's just principles in and off either the woods or track. Just know when to go. You have to do it to be successful. You're going to have to go fast somewhere. Because I know for me, Mooch, who's 11 right now, turning 12, and B2, they're getting fast. I don't want to be 50 years old and having them beat me in a race. No, I'm training so I could still roll with them when they're 18. But number four, eat real whole foods. It's very trendy right now, and it's almost like going back to the basics is cool again. I wonder if like spandex is gonna be cool again. I mean, I don't wear spandex. I wear short shorts, and I get made fun of it from my wife, but it's all good. But real food. So the easiest way to do this is getting rid of the poisons that are inside of your house, like the seed oils and some of the junk food, the processed stuff. And when you go shopping, it's good to go into a market or a food store at least one time just to see the outside only. That's where all of the stuff that you're going to get. Aim for organic, pasture raised, grass fed. Sometimes we got to make do, but having these in your tool bag as, no, I'm not going to call it a game changer because we shouldn't have changed the game in the first place, but as a tool for high performance. And people find different variations of where, you know, your proteins are and your fats and your carbs and what carbs and when. All of the timing is great. But the hardest challenge is just making the first step. Okay, number 5. I take sleeping as a training session almost. I do it nightly. I track it. Sleeping and recovery, they're two different things. You have your sleep and then you have your recovery. They both pretty much go hand in hand. But to win the next day, this is such an underrated tool, and how to go to sleep and when to go to sleep, how long to go to sleep. Biologically, testosterone is made in deep sleep. So the idea is getting rid of the cortisol spikes, which inhibits things like libido, focus, patience. So where cortisol is really good and really helpful, there's times for it, right? And it's not at 10 o'clock at night. I mean, one of the easiest hacks I've seen is just getting rid of blue light an hour, hour and a half before you go to bed. It's hard for me, and sometimes I get more than I should. And, you know, I'm not perfect in all or any of these, but it's just simple habits and seeing where you are. I fall asleep very easily. Erica actually gets kind of frustrated with me. It might take me about 6.5, 7 minutes as soon as my head hits the pillow and I'm out. But the goal is always, always, always over 7 hours. And then listening intuitively to what my body needs. I do track it, but also I use that as more validation. I'll go off of what I feel intuitively more than I will off of my Whoop. The 6th one is probably my favorite one, and it's all about play. Play without apology. Like, when's the last time, well, I have kids, so I use them at all, but when's the last time, like, you wrestled around and, you know, playfully, like, ran around, played tag, went to monkey bars, but just like, you were just unscripted. Some of these things are, I mean, you guys have seen the rope flow that I do. It's motor coordination. It's like bonding with, you know, with nature. It's a form of meditation. It's easy on the joints. It's a way that I like to go out and quote unquote play. But it's also finding something or someone to run around with, kick a soccer ball, go for a walk, go for a barefoot walk, throw a football. I mean, have a pillow fight, something. Guys, we need this more than anything. And it helps a lot. It helps release, you know, cortisol. But it's also just like a really easy, low-key skill building session too. I mean, the harder that we play, the more that we're training our fast twitch muscle fibers in a reaction period. I mean, the reason that very, very elderly people trip and fall sometimes is because their reaction time is a little bit slower than it used to be, and it's hard to catch up with that. So the more that we could keep running around and playing at a just like a low level, at least, the more fun that we'll have anyway. All right, number 7. Stay away from stupid shit. I talk to even younger guys that I mentor often, and oftentimes, especially at a younger age, alcohol and bars are and that kind of a scene is very prevalent. And to take it from me, I lived this where you could be like the nicest person ever. The more alcohol that you put into the environment, the bigger chance there is for something bad to happen. And number 7 is really about staying away from environmental stupid shit. Back in the day, hunters and gatherers, if you fucked around with a saber-toothed lion, your ass wasn't going to make it out probably to see the end of that one. But modernly, this is also things like texting and driving, which I am also guilty of, and I try really hard to do like a hands-free or something. More physiologically, though, this also means staying away from stupid shit like seed oils. These things are the seed oils that are processed and essentially causing cancer because of like how they're made and the things that they have to do when bleaching a seed oil. Seed oils aren't bad, I guess, initially. I haven't done that much research on it, but I just know that nothing on Earth is made to withstand 450-degree temperatures and then being refined and having bleaches put in them. Like, none of this stuff could be good for you. This also goes in line with one of the other blueprint laws and just using your brain. So conversely, as hard as we train or as consistent as we train our body, we also have to train cognitively. And this forges us through hard and difficult times. And I'm not saying the more that you train your brain, the easier shit that sucks will be, because I don't think that's the case. I think it's more coping skills and frameworks that we could use once we know more about ourselves. I've probably egotistically said that, well, I wasn't afraid of anything. I could walk that back confidently and say that's not fucking true, because I'm a recovering people pleaser. I don't like to be left alone, because what that means for me is I get kicked out of the tribe, I'm by myself, something happens, I won't be able to protect myself, and then I die. Now, highly unlikely, highly unreasonable, but that's where the fear comes in. But if I have a framework to help me get over that, it can make my decisions for the future a little bit more strategic and a little bit more clear, especially if I know where I'm going. The last one is really about getting sunlight on your skin as much as you can. Don't get burnt. That's probably the limit there. When you start getting red, that's probably the limit that you could withhold. I know there's a lot of pharmaceutical companies, and there's a lot of research out there saying that the sun is bad and every time you go outside, it'll kill you. But it's also, everything in moderation, right? I'm not saying go out on a 100-degree day with the UV index way up there and put yourself in coconut oil like I do. Everything in moderation. But think about it. The sun is a living force, and it's there to help us survive. It feeds us. It gives us the vitamin D. Worst case scenario, if you could get 8 to 10 minutes as much sunlight on your skin as possible first thing in the morning. It's just one, just lead with gratitude, and two, it just helps the circadian rhythm. But that's kind of like a recap of what we stand for, where we're going. Um, Again, it's not about perfection. It's not even about six packs. It's just showing up intentional and consistent. Because the biggest framework behind this thing is how you do one thing is how you do everything. The easiest thing that I could do when I was in a world of shit is I had one thing I could rely on. I knew I had discipline and I knew that I could do hard things in the gym. But those same disciplines, they travel across disciplines because I had to incorporate all of these laws to lose my fat and to gain strength and to just look healthier. But these same things help me be empathetic at home sometimes, more empathetic at work, be patient as a father because I've already did something hard. I've already started my discipline. I've already started my day off with a win. But this is also about waking up to what evolution has given us and stopping things that modern life is trying to steal from you, like the quick dopamine fixes from YouTube shorts and scrolling. I mean, we don't need to be harder, we just need to be clearer. And that's what we're looking for with Primal AF. So I'm gonna throw this across all the avenues. We're on Spotify. I throw it on Instagram usually, and I have a Facebook group. If you could join that, I'd appreciate it. Thanks again, guys. Primal AF, motherfuckers.